Hello there YouTube, it is your boy B3 back with another fantastic action figure review. Today we have a figure I have wanted for so many a year, and I finally got it free of charge. That's right, it is the Invicta Triceratops from the British Museum of Natural History. It's not that this figure was hard to find or anything, it's just the figure itself is actually very affordable. But the shipping on it is usually insane unless you can find it from a domestic seller here in the States. Because it comes from the UK, and these days it's, you know, Tariff Tuesday every day of the week. So, shipping was already expensive before all this trade war stuff, you know? But, look at him. Look at him. That sculpt is insane. Look at how he pops his bussy back. Really great arch on that dude. Wonderful scales, armor plating and osteoderms, just a great, incredible vintage mold. Look at all the osteoderms there on the frill and everything. Truly an incredible piece. On his tum-tum, unfortunately he has that kind of plastic mold thing right there, but it says Triceratops, length about 6 meters, British Museum of Natural History. I think that's 1975, I think is the date. Looks like it even has kind of a cloaca thing going on, which is a very interesting indeed. That something so old would have that kind of weird accuracy. I truly love it. I do kind of wish it was a different color. I think there's a version that's fully painted up, and there are multiple colors that you could get it in. I have this kind of beigey color, which isn't my favorite, but oh well. It was free. Actually, it was a birthday gift. This and an Invicta that you'll see in size comparisons were given to my partner and I, because both our birthdays are kind of close together. And they were given to us by a friend who got them from her boss, because he has a store that he was going to sell them in, a lot like my store. Check out the links down below, eBay and my physical store. But he thought they were worthless, gave them to her, she gave them to us, and then he realized he had Invictas. Poor guy. He could have got at least 10 bucks a pop for the Triceratops, and for the other one, an easy 20 probably. But, oh well, still very, very cool. There is no articulation. There isn't a lot of paint to show you, and I already showed you detail. There's really not terribly much going on with this guy. There's no accessories, but the sculpt is incredible. Really, truly incredible. I've had the Invicta Woolly Mammoth for a while, and it's held up great over the years. So yeah, let's now get into everybody's favorite part, size comparisons. First up, believe it or not, I actually want to show it with the infamous Jurassic Park 93 Classic Dennis Nedry and Velociraptor Track and Chase pack. Here is Buff Nedry, and of course the Velociraptor that comes along with him, and they look nice next to this. It obviously would have to be like basically a baby to be this size, but I think it still looks pretty cool. Now let's compare our Invicta with some T-Rex figures, since they were natural competitors. Not for like food, but you know what I mean. So here he is with the Invicta T-Rex that was given to me alongside him. I believe I'm uploading the T-Rex's review first, so you might have already seen that. But if not, check it out. And if it's not up, it will be soon, because I recorded it before this one. But I think they look fantastic together. Absolutely perfect. I displayed them right in the living room. Most of my dinosaurs are in my bedroom, but these guys are living room figures. Boy howdy. Did you ever think you'd hear someone say, boy howdy, in the year of our Lord, 2025? I sure didn't. Here's with a Japanese figure, the Sega Dinosaur King T-Rex. There we are. Pretty cool. I actually think this is kind of a cool sizing. Chomp. Just kidding. They kiss. Everybody knows they kiss. Very, very neat. I will be reviewing this Sega T-Rex at some point as well. Awesome. And then I think there's really only one more T-Rex that I want to show it with. My go-to Papo, the Green Running T-Rex. Yeah. Maybe a little big for this guy, but hey, what you gonna poo? I like it. Honestly, I just like this Invicta Triceratops. I'd like it with anything. So, yeah, I'll take that bet. Let's show it with many, many more figures, huh? You guys know I love doing size comparisons, especially for dinosaurs. But this next thing actually isn't a dinosaur. It's the Safari Limited Walking. Oh my god. Pteranodon. I just drew the weirdest blank. But yeah, so there it is next to our Invicta Triceratops. Very, very nice, I think. Safari Limited goes great with pretty much anything. I love them. They might be my favorite dinosaur figure manufacturer, actually, quite factually. Then we have the Definitely Dinosaurs Deinonychus. Some fun vintage plays cool. It's a cool figure, okay? Looking fun with the Triceratops, both very vintage. Triceratops even more so, honestly. Then, a figure whose sculpt I actually think looks pretty cool with Invictas, as I noted in my T-Rex review, the Schleich Baryonyx, because he has that kind of armored thing going down his spine there. I think his sculpt fares really well with Invicta sculpts. If he was a singular color, I think they'd look magnificent. Wow. Yeah, I really like them together. Design-wise, I'm not trying to go for scientific accurate scaling here, honestly. Just going for a kind of fun, cool display. Then, how about one more Jurassic franchise figure? It is the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Hammond Collection Concavinator. And they kiss because they're pals. Very, very cool. Now, one more thing I want to show with Triceratops before we move on and wrap it all up is a kaiju. Because dinosaurs have inspired so many kaiju. So many kaiju backstories are just, it's a prehistoric creature, what you gonna do? So here it is with the Bandai Japan movie monster series Godzillaphilius, who is tall. If you display your dinosaurs and kaiju together like I do, this could be a match made in heaven for you. Very, very nice. So what are my final thoughts on this kind of beige British Museum of Natural History Invicta Triceratops? It's a wonderful figure. If you just like big hunk of plastic vintage dinosaur figures, an Invicta Triceratops is an absolute must-have for your collection. An absolute must-have. I mean, Buff Idri loves it. He loves anything that's not spitting at him or trying to eat him. So, very, very cool. I think it looks beautiful with the T-Rex, which is really all it needs to look good with, but it looks so fun with a lot of those other dinos too. I love this figure. This is going to be something that's in my collection forever. But that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links down below, including my store, where you can buy your own dinosaur figures. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.